Okay, guys, it's a beautiful sunny day here in Florida, and got some stuff to get done around here today, some things to work on. I know you guys haven't seen my 89 Ram Charger that I've been doing a bunch of work on, so I'll just give you a little quick view of that and then show you what we're getting into next. Okay. Last time you saw my 89, it was all rusted up and in primer. That was about 2 weeks ago. Well, here it is now. Finally had it all painted and all the body work and stuff done to it. Today I'm going to be doing some the shocks on the back lift gate because they're worn out. I'm going to be doing that in a follow-up video after this other job that I'm going to be doing, which for today's job is going to be, I'm working on this 86 Ram Charger. I know coincidentally it seems like I'm only working on Dodges, but that just happens to be where I'm at with the videos that I have to start with. So this one happens to be one that I bought for my son, and it needs a starter. So what we're gonna do is I bought this Duralast starter, and these old Dodges, a lot of times they don't like to spin real fast. So this is actually the starter for a '94 Dodge Dakota, and it doesn't matter whether it is a 318, the 6-cylinder, it could be a minivan. The reason for this starter is because, which I'm going to show you once I take the old starter out, but this is substantially smaller than the original starter, and this is a high torque starter, so it spins about 4 times faster than the original starter. Let me take it out of the bag so we can get a better look at it. This starter probably weighs about 5 pounds. The other one probably weighs 15 pounds. So first thing you're going to want to do, it's going to take some basic hand tools. You can try to use an air wrench or something, but it's really kind of hard to get an air tool in. Taking it off, it's only held on by 2 bolts and then 2 wires that mount right there. First thing you want to do is get the truck up on some ramps. I could have done this one without being on the ramps, but I'm a little bigger, so it gives a little extra room to move around underneath there. Get yourself something to lay on, unless you don't mind getting your back all dirty, which I don't mind, but if I have something decent to lay on, I do. So I have a piece of panel right here that's kind of slick on one side that helps you slide back and forth if you don't want to drag a creeper out and rolling around and all that. Next thing you're going to want to do is chalk the wheel. You don't want this thing rolling back on you. The other day I was in this Ram Charger, the orange one, and I had to adjust the shifter linkage on it. Now I did have it in park. I had the transmission in park, but I wasn't going to put the chalk behind the wheel. But my gut instinct said, go ahead and put that chalk behind there, because you just never know, something could happen. So I did. And as luck would have it, when I got under the truck and went to adjust the shifter linkage, sure enough, it popped out of park and it rolled back about 3 inches. If that chalk hadn't have been there, I would have been right behind that front wheel. If I wouldn't have had that chalk there, I don't know if I could have stopped it, like I said, because it wouldn't have got a lot of momentum. But it would have definitely hurt me. If nothing else, it would have, either bruised or possibly, hit me hard enough in the rib cage to maybe crack a rib, from the momentum down off of that ramp. Could have got a little speed. So, like I said, it's cheap, but it's security. So, I always do that because, none of this stuff, this knowledge that I'm trying to share with any of you, none of it's any good if you're dead. So let me get started and I'll be right back. Oh, I know what I want to tell you. I've already done it, but first thing you want to do is, you know, you can take the positive terminal off or the negative terminal. I always take the positive terminal off and just, you know, lay it down there on the side out of your way. Because when you get down underneath, if you have these connected and those two wires, if your wrench, let's say you got your wrench and you're trying to undo this wire here, and you spin around and touch that, this starter motor is going to spin and engage and spark and carry on, and that crazy if you got that battery terminal hooked up. So go ahead and undo the battery terminal, and then we'll move on to the next step.